Welcome back to Wild Ride, y'all. Today we're talking about the five W's. The 5 W's are a great way to remember things you should be looking out for when you're building a shelter or building camp in the woods. These could help you if you are a novice, just out there hiking, maybe you're tent camping for a night. They could also help you if you're in a serious survival situation. So this is a great mnemonic. Without any further ado, let's get started. So number 1 is water. So obviously we know water is very important. When we're making a camp, making a shelter, we want to know that we're within walking distance, hopefully, of some running water that's relatively clean. Hopefully we have some kind of water supplies like a pump, a filter, or aquamira drop, something like that to clean our water so we don't get any of those nasty parasites. It's going to serve as a mechanism for us to cook things, and it's also a very pertinent danger that we have to worry about when we're out in the wild. So we want to make sure that we are not camping, laying our bed down in any areas that can be flash flooded, maybe too close to a riverbank. So we just want to make sure that we're safe from water, but we also are within reach in just a moment's need. Number 2 is going to be wood. The type of wood around you is going to change with your elevation. If you're above the tree line, you might be on an empty exposed cliff. That can be very dangerous. Without wood, it's hard to build a shelter and it's hard to fuel a fire. So we need wood. So when you're walking around thinking about where you're gonna make camp, hopefully you can build it in a spot where there's plenty of wood around. Number 3, and maybe the most important, widow makers that will kill you when it falls on you. All right, so we gotta look out for mainly trees, rocks, things like that. Don't camp under a cliff with falling rocks. You see it happen too many times. Make sure that the trees around you, right? These trees around you when you're camping are not dead. Look for other fallen trees. Aspens sometimes look like they're alive, but they actually die from the inside out. So that means that those trees that look alive might fall and crack your skull. So you wanna watch out for that. Number 4 is weather. So we want to look for different signs of weather. We want to keep our eyes on the sky at all times, make sure that we know what's coming before it comes, and we're prepared. So whether that be rain, snow, sleet, doesn't matter. We got to keep an eye on the weather. Another thing to think about is what kind of shelter am I going to build depending on that weather. So if there's a lot of wind, we want to make sure that we've got a windbreak or we're not as exposed as if there wasn't wind. Additionally, if there's going to be rain, we want to try and make sure that our shelter is waterproof, if at all possible. So weather's a big one. Make sure you identify it before it identifies you. Number 5, the last one, and it might kill you. No, I'm just kidding, you'll be fine. But wildlife. Wildlife's really important. So wildlife can be our source of sustenance. We're out here trapping, we're out here camping, maybe we're gonna go hunting for some small game, big game, whatever it is. Do your research on the wildlife. Make sure you know how to skin it, scale it, gut it, do whatever you need to do to get that meat processed and ready to eat. And you also got to think about what wildlife could do to you, right? So we got to make sure that we do our research so that we know what's in the area. Is there scorpions, snakes, tigers, bears, elephants? I don't know. What's out there? Some old grumpy people. Figure it out. Make sure you do your research before you get out there. If you're in a survival situation, use your eyes. Try to identify what's in the environment around you. Those are the 5 W's. 5 W's. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Come back next time. See the link below. Peace.